If you have ever shown up to a campsite wishing you had packed smarter, this video is exactly what you need. We have rounded up 33 of the coolest camping products you can actually buy right now, from a tent that inflates in 4 minutes to an AI-powered meat thermometer that basically cooks for you. Some of these are genuinely clever, some are just satisfying, and a few will make you question every camping trip you took before seeing them. Let's get into it. Wise Owl Outfitters Hammock. Picture this. You get to camp and you are still wrestling with tent poles while your friend is already lying down reading a book. A good hammock fixes that instantly. The Wise Owl Outfitters Camping Hammock comes with 9-foot tree straps that have 5 adjustment loops, so you dial in the perfect hang height without re-rigging anything. It weighs just 24 ounces, holds up to 500 pounds on the double version, and folds down to the size of an eggplant. It is also machine washable, which honestly most camping gear is not perfect for backpackers, backyard loungers, and everyone in between. Gerber Edgefield Knife Sharpener. A dull knife is not just annoying, it is genuinely dangerous because you end up forcing cuts instead of letting the blade do the work. The Gerber Edgefield Knife Sharpener has a rotating core with diamond-coated coarse and fine grit surfaces, plus a ceramic honing rod. A complete sharpening system in something that weighs under 3 ounces. The edge angle guide is the standout feature here, keeping your passes consistent, so you actually end up with a sharp edge instead of just a scratched one. Fits in any pocket and works on basically any blade. WaterPORT HydroSpray. Getting back to your truck after 3 days of fishing or hiking, covered in mud, and worse, with no way to clean off before the drive home. That is a specific kind of misery. The WaterPORT HydroSpray plugs into your car lighter port, drops its 96-inch hose into any water source, and gives you pressurized flowing water on demand. Use it to rinse gear, boots, your dog, or yourself. Setup takes seconds. It is not a luxury item. It is a genuinely practical tool for anyone doing multi-day trips where staying reasonably clean actually matters. Weber Performer Charcoal Grill. Some people want a camp stove. Other people want real fire, real smoke, and real flavor. And if that is you, charcoal is the only answer. The Weber Performer 22-inch charcoal grill has a porcelain enameled lid that retains heat brilliantly and resists rust for years of outdoor use. The built-in lid thermometer means you are monitoring temperature without lifting the lid and losing heat. The one-touch ash cleaning system turns post-cook cleanup into a 10-second job. And 280 square inches of side prep space is genuinely useful when you are juggling raw meat, plates, and tongs at once. Muzen OTR Portable Bluetooth Speaker. Dead silence at camp is peaceful for about 20 minutes. After that, most people want music. The Muzen OTR metal Bluetooth speaker looks like it was designed in the 1960s, and honestly, that is a huge part of its appeal. But the sound completely backs it up. A 5-watt amplifier in a body this compact delivers warm, full audio that carries well outdoors. FM radio with a real antenna, aux input, and 10+ hours of playback make it genuinely versatile. It comes packaged in a retro suitcase that makes it feel like a collectible rather than just another Bluetooth speaker. Okay, it gets even better from here. Bachgold Portable Water Filter. You are 2 days into a hike, your water is running low, and there is a stream nearby, but you have no idea what is upstream. That moment of uncertainty is exactly why a reliable filter matters. The Bachgold Portable Water Filter uses a dual-stage system, combining an electro-adsorptive nanofiber layer with a 0.2 micron hollow fiber membrane, so each stage catches what the other might miss. It weighs just 83 grams, requires no pumps or gravity setup, and the hollow fiber membrane handles up to 1,000 liters of use. Swiss designed, field ready, and easy to carry without even noticing it. Cheflab Wireless Meat Thermometer. You have waited an hour for the brisket, pulled it off the smoker feeling confident, cut into it, and it is somehow both overdone and underdone at the same time. The Cheflab Wireless Meat Thermometer uses AI to analyze your food and predict actual cook times, not just alert you when a number is hit. Bluetooth 5.3 holds connection up to 500 feet away. Dual probes monitor 2 cuts simultaneously. and the magnetic dock doubles as a standalone display so your phone stays in your pocket. 100 hours of Pro battery life means it is always ready when the smoker is. Rtic Ultralight Hard Cooler 52QT. Most heavy-duty coolers keep ice for days, but by the time you wrestle one to the campsite, you have already worked up a sweat. The Rtic Ultralight Hard Cooler is over 30% lighter than a comparable rotomolded cooler. That difference matters when one person is handling it alone. 3 inches of closed-cell foam insulation still means serious ice retention and holds up to 76 cans. At 21 pounds empty, it is genuinely manageable solo. It also doubles as a bench or step stool at camp, which sounds like a small bonus until you actually need it. Naturehike Flannel Sleeping Bag. Sleeping bag. Squeezing into a sleeping bag that barely fits your shoulders, and waking up cold at 2 a.m. because your feet escaped the bottom. That is a camping experience most of us have had more than once. The Naturehike Flannel Sleeping Bag unfolds to 87 by 63 inches, which is bigger than a queen bed, and works in 3 different configurations for different temperatures. The flannel lining is genuinely soft, not that scratchy synthetic material you get with budget bags. 2 pillows are included, and the backpack-style storage bag means you carry it cleanly without anything dangling off the outside of your pack. SUNNYFEEL Tall Folding Beach Chair. This SUNNYFEEL Tall Folding Beach Chair. Low camp chairs look fine until you try to stand up from one after 2 hours and need a moment to recover your dignity. The SUNNYFEEL Tall Folding Beach Chair sits at a 17-inch seat height, roughly the same as a normal dining chair, with 5 reclining positions and a 500-pound weight capacity. The 600D Oxford and mesh combination is durable and breathable, so you are not sitting in a heat trap. Built-in phone holder, cup holder, and bottle opener are the kind of extras that feel thoughtful rather than gimmicky. Genuinely great for anyone tall, older, or dealing with knee or back issues. Seriously, we are only halfway through, and the list keeps delivering. GasOne T100F. Foldable cart. Balancing a portable grill on an uneven picnic table or a patch of gravel is one of those campsite problems that sounds minor until you are dealing with it mid-cook. The GasOne T100F foldable cart gives your grill a proper, stable home. The 40 by 15.25-inch steel tabletop handles your grill and all your cooking gear alongside it. 2 all-terrain wheels roll smoothly across grass, gravel, and pavement. It folds flat for storage, requires 0 tools to set up, and once you have cooked from a stable surface at camp, going back to a wobbly setup feels genuinely absurd. Camperfect XXL Portable Toilet. Nobody wants to have this conversation, but nobody wants to be 3 miles from a bathroom at a festival or remote campsite with no plan either. The Camperfect XXL Portable Toilet stands at 16.7 inches, close to a standard toilet height, which makes a real stability and comfort difference for adults. It collapses flat for travel, sets up in seconds, and the weatherproof build handles real outdoor conditions. Odor control is built in. This is the kind of product you want, already packed before you need it, not something you are searching for in a panic at the last minute. Ironman 4x4 Deltawing 270 Awning XL. Setting up shade at camp used to mean fighting with a tarp, paracord, and poles for 20 minutes while everyone waited around. The Ironman 4x4 Deltawing 270 Awning wraps around your vehicle and gives you over 118 square feet of blackout shade in under 3 minutes, and one person can do it alone. The integrated LED lights run off USB with magnetic connections, so you have a properly lit outdoor space at night without any extra hanging. The blackout coating reduces heat penetration underneath, which genuinely makes a difference on hot summer days. A serious shelter upgrade for any overlanding setup. BLAVOR Solar Power Bank. Day 2 of camping, and your phone is at 8%. The power bank you brought is also dead. Everyone is looking at you because you were the one who said you had a charger. The BLAVOR Solar Power Bank charges itself from sunlight while clipped to your bag and delivers 20-watt USB-C fast charging, getting an iPhone to 65% in roughly 30 minutes. At 10,000 mAh with a lithium cobalt battery, it outlasts most competitors per charge cycle. IPX5 waterproof, shockproof, and built with dual flashlights. One of the most genuinely useful things you can carry when camping without power hookups, Aclim8 COMBAR Pro, titanium. There is always a moment at camp where you need a hammer, then an axe, then a spade, and they are in different places. Or worse, you only packed 2 of the 3. The Aclim8 COMBAR Pro Titanium solves that with a single 3.3-pound tool. Hammer, axe, and spade are built into the body. A folding knife and saw live in the handle magazine. Over 300 grams of titanium, engineered to US military standards, means this is not novelty gear. It is built to perform under real pressure. A 25-year limited warranty backs every single one of those claims. BlazeBoost Jet Air Blower. Getting a campfire going when the wood is slightly damp is one of those things that tests patience fast. You blow until you are lightheaded. The smoke comes straight back at your face, and the fire still will not catch. The BlazeBoost Jet Air Blower spins at 100,000 RPM and sends a focused, high-velocity stream of oxygen directly into the fire, turning a struggling spark into a proper blaze in seconds. Rechargeable battery, simple point-and-press design, and it works equally well on campfires, fire pits, fireplaces, and charcoal grills. Once you use it once, you will never blow on a fire again. We are deep into this list now, and the products just keep getting more impressive. TileMate Life 360. You are packing down camp. Almost everything is loaded, and your keys are nowhere. You have checked the tent, the car, your pockets, and the chair. The Life 360 TileMate attaches to your keys, bag, or wallet and connects to your phone via Bluetooth at up to 350 feet. Ring it from the app or press the tile to make your phone ring even when it is silenced. 3-year battery means you set it and forget it. IP68 water resistance handles camping, rain, and beach trips without any concern. At camp, when your brain is running on trail mix and fresh air, this is a simple but valuable safety net. Everbrite 2-in-1 camping lantern with fan. Hot summer camping is a different kind of uncomfortable. It is dark, it is muggy, and your tent feels like a greenhouse by evening. Usually, you choose between a fan and a lantern. The Everbrite 2-in-1 skips that choice entirely, delivering 1,000 lumens of lighting and a 210-degree oscillating fan with 3 speed settings in a 1-pound package. The built-in 4,400 mAh power bank charges your phone via USB-C. The memory function keeps your last setting when you switch it back on, which is the kind of small detail that makes a product feel genuinely well thought out. Just fun camping cookware set. Or packing a kitchen's worth of gear for a camping trip is where most people overcomplicate things. 3 pots, 2 pans, utensils rattling loose in the pack. The GasOne 10-piece camping cookware set fits 2 non-stick aluminum pots, a stainless steel cup, full cutlery, a foldable stove, Sierra cup, carabiner, and canister stand all inside itself, in a compact mesh bag. The aluminum heats fast and evenly, which saves fuel over longer trips. The canister stand keeps your fuel from tipping mid-cook on uneven ground, a small detail that prevents a genuinely annoying problem. Clean, complete, and compact. Good times, foldable utility box. Car trunk organization at camp is usually chaos. Bags shifting, gear buried, nothing where you expect it. The Good Times foldable utility box is a Kickstarter product that solves multiple problems at once. The top panel converts into a camping table with a matte acrylic surface. A side access door lets you reach contents even when boxes are stacked. Card holders on each side let you label what is inside each box. It stacks in both folded and expanded states and handles up to 30 kilograms per box. Made from recycled PP material, rated from -10 to 90 degrees Celsius. So it lives in your trunk all year without warping or cracking. OXO2 Max Multi-Tool. How many times have you needed one specific small tool outdoors? A flat head, a bottle opener, something to pry with, and had everything except that one thing. The Octo Max 20-in-1 titanium carabiner packs a knife, glass breaker, wrenches, screwdrivers, pry tool, bottle opener, and more into a 106-gram clip that still holds up to 120 kilograms. The titanium build separates this from cheap alternatives. It will not bend, rust, or fail under real use. One-handed auto lock keeps it secure on your pack or belt, compact enough to forget it is there until you actually need it. Nitecore EMR16 Electronic Mosquito Repeller. Mosquitoes at camp are not just annoying, they are genuinely the reason some people stop camping altogether. Spray repellents work, but they also end up on your skin, your food, and your kids. The Nitecore EMR16 creates a 16-foot chemical-free protection zone using a heating element that activates a repellent mat at 180 degrees Celsius. The 5,200 mAh battery powers up to 5 hours of coverage per charge, which covers the full evening from sunset to sleep, exactly when mosquitoes are worst. IPX5 rated and activated with a single slide. Simple, effective, and genuinely much cleaner than spraying yourself down. Haven Ridge Light LED strip. Hammock camping after dark is wonderful until you realize you cannot see anything. Your headlamp keeps rolling away, and you need both hands free just to get settled. The Haven Ridge Light is a 78-inch dimmable LED strip built specifically for hammock setups, with 2 carabiners pre-attached, so it hangs right alongside your hammock in seconds. USB powered, so it draws off the same power bank most campers already carry. The dimming function lets you set exactly the right amount of light, comfortable enough for reading, soft enough for winding down. Simple product, specific problem, solved completely. Octo Ranger Telescopic Lamp. Most camp lanterns are either too bulky to travel with, or too dim to be genuinely useful. Very few also charge your phone, collapse to 30 centimeters, and magnetically mount to the side of your vehicle. The Octo Ranger Telescopic Lamp extends for 360-degree area lighting at 3 brightness levels up to 600 lumens with a 10,400 mAh built-in power bank for USB-C device charging at 18 watts. The magnetic base locks onto any metal surface, your car door, a metal camp table, anywhere useful. IPX5 rated and operational down to -20 degrees. A genuinely well-designed piece of gear that earns its space every trip. Maraiss Solar Camping Fan. Tent camping in midsummer heat is the scenario most people fail to plan for properly. By 9 p.m., your tent is still holding the heat of the entire day, and a basic battery fan runs out before sunrise. The Maraiss Solar Camping Fan runs a 25,000 mAh battery charged by a built-in solar panel, with 6 fan speeds, 120-degree oscillation, and 3 lighting modes in one unit. The brushless motor stays under 36 decibels at full speed, quiet enough for sleeping. A 4-stage auto shutoff timer means it turns itself off while you sleep without draining the battery. Practical, quiet, and genuinely useful on hot nights. Nitecore AP01 Ultra Air Pump. Inflatable sleeping pads, air mattresses, and pack rafts all share the same problem, getting air into them without passing out or packing a pump that weighs more than the pad itself. The Nitecore AP01 weighs 22 grams, about the same as a few coins. It runs off USB-C power, delivers 220 liters of airflow per minute, and handles both inflation and deflation. Multiple nozzle attachments cover different valve types, and it runs for 3 hours off a standard power bank. At 22 grams, there is genuinely no weight or space argument against having this in your kit on every single trip, almost at the finish line. And the best ones are still coming. GSI Outdoors Dualist. Dualist solo camp cooking is manageable. Trying to cook a real meal for 2 people with mismatched gear, sharing one pot, and figuring out where everything goes afterward. That is where most camp kitchens fall apart. The GSI Outdoors Dualist is a purpose-built 2-person cooking and eating set, where every single piece has a defined role and nothing is redundant. The Hololite aluminum construction heats efficiently and keeps total weight genuinely low for backpacking. Everything nests cleanly inside itself. GSI builds gear with the belief that food tastes better outdoors, and this kit makes cooking for 2 at camp feel effortless rather than complicated. Ozpig Series. 2. There is a meaningful difference between a camp stove and an actual fire experience. If you want warmth, ambience, the crackle, and the ability to properly cook at the same time, a standard burner does not give you all of that. The Ozpig Series 2 is a portable wood-burning stove and heater that works at your campsite and on your back deck equally well. The enclosed design with mesh door and spark arrestor keeps embers contained, genuinely safer than an open fire. The cooking surface sits at a comfortable 70 centimeters off the ground. Once cooking is done, load it up as a contained fire and just relax around it for the rest of the evening. Zempire Stealth Jet. Wide camp stove. Cooking a proper meal for 4 or more people on a single burner turns every camp mealtime into a relay race. One thing cooking, while everything else goes cold and everyone waits. The Zempire Stealth Jet Wide Camp Stove runs 2 burners at up to 10,000 BTUs each, so a full pot and a full pan go simultaneously without either one waiting. The ultra-low profile packs completely flat for transport. Auto ignition means no matches required. The removable pot stand wipes clean in seconds. 10,000 BTUs per burner is real heat. Your water boils fast and your meals cook properly, rather than sitting at a lukewarm simmer. Tops, Yukon Hawk Hatchet. Hatchets have earned their place in outdoor kits for a reason. They do things a knife cannot, and they do them faster and more safely than a large chopping blade in most real camp situations. The Tops Yukon Hawk is built from 1095 carbon steel with Tops's differential heat treat, meaning the edge holds sharp longer while the body stays tough. The layered G10 and rubber handle gives you a grip that does not slip even with wet hands. The rounded tang between handle and blade lets you choke up for detailed cuts, so it handles fine work that most hatchets are too clumsy for. A serious tool for serious use. AlphaGo The Cube. The Cube. Setting up a tent in wind and rain in the dark is one of those experiences that makes some people question the whole camping idea entirely. The AlphaGo Cube inflates via an air tube frame at the push of a button in 4 minutes. No poles, no instructions, no struggling. It stands 2 meters tall with 4 oversized porthole windows and fits 4 adults comfortably. The modular design lets you zip multiple cube units together for separate sleeping and living areas. It doubles as a backyard office or guest room between camping trips, which means the investment goes well beyond just the occasional weekend away. Joule Kettle. Morning coffee at camp usually means instant coffee that tastes like regret or a complicated multi-piece setup that takes longer than breakfast. The Stoke Voltaix electric French press boils water and brews coffee in the same vessel in about 6 minutes using a 500-watt element. It runs off any portable power station or standard outlet and is safe to use inside a vehicle, no carbon monoxide risk, unlike flame-based setups. The 880 ml capacity covers 2 to 3 solid mugs per brew. Built from 304 stainless steel with dry burn protection and windproof design. For coffee people who refuse to compromise on their morning cup even in the backcountry. Roofnest Condor 2 Air Rooftop Tent. Everything on this list has been building toward this one. The Roofnest Condor 2 Air is a 4-season hardshell rooftop tent that pops open in seconds and puts you elevated above the ground, the mud, the insects, and everything else. The 3,000mm waterproof poly cotton canvas with blackout coating handles, cold, rain, and wind without complaint. Inside, a self-inflating air mattress, bamboo sheet set, insulated blanket, LED lighting, gear storage grid, and HVAC ports, all included. The PC/ABS shell with Line-X coating is the same finish used on truck beds. If you can drive somewhere, you can sleep there comfortably. That changes everything about how you plan a trip. That was all 33. And if even one of those made you think, I genuinely need that, then this video did its job. Drop a comment below and tell us which product caught your eye the most. We actually read them and we are genuinely curious what lands at the top of your list. If you want more videos breaking down the best outdoor gear you can find right now, subscribing takes 1 second and means you will not miss the next one. Thanks for watching.